So we are June 14th, 2019, and Murder Mystery finally got released on Netflix. So 1 year ago, I worked on Murder Mystery. It's the first production that I've ever worked on in my life or in my job, and finally it is out on Netflix 1 year later after I worked on it. And yeah, now I'm alone. I'm waiting for my mom and sisters to come back home, and I don't know if we're going to watch it tonight or tomorrow. But there are no reviews on Murder Mystery as I'm filming this. It literally just got out today on Netflix, and I don't know if my name will be in the credits, but we shall see after the movie. So yeah, I hope my name is there. If not, it's okay. I worked there. I know I worked there and I got paid. So that's what's important. Money. Can't wait to see what they've done with this movie that I've been a part of for 2 days. But yeah, can't wait to watch it. By the title of this video, yes, I've worked with Netflix on Murder Mystery. Not specifically with Netflix, but I've worked on the movie Murder Mystery. And it's one of the first Netflix films that they shot in Quebec. Not the entire movie was shot in Quebec or Montreal, because they went to Italy and Monaco. But I had a great experience. It was my first ever gig or job in this business, and I was lost and confused, and just I'm gonna talk about my experience working there in another video. In this one, I just wanted to say that I have worked on this movie, and it's a movie review, so this is a review about Murder Mystery. So Murder Mystery is a story of Nick and Audrey Spitz, Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, who are married for 15 years, and Nick promised Audrey a perfect honeymoon in Europe, and it never happened. And when they go to Italy, finally, when they go to Europe, finally they get invited by this billionaire called Christopher, which is Luke Evans' character, and they go on this big yacht, and there's a murder that happened, and they are being framed for the murder since they are random Americans that just arrived at the boat. I knew before watching this movie it wasn't going to be great. I didn't have big expectations. Adam Sandler has a history with Netflix of doing horrible movies. Well, I've watched the comedy special and it was good, but people were really doubting this movie because of Adam Sandler. But with the chemistry he has with Jennifer Aniston, it surprisingly made a okay movie, a good movie. But I said okay first because you're gonna know why. But if you do not care about the story or dialogue or small details in movies, you will love this movie. I've watched it alone and I've watched it with my family to see the reaction, and they really loved the movie. And they're not really fanatics of movies or just the art of cinema, but as someone, I didn't even finish film school. I went to film school. I know how it works. I worked on sets. It has nothing to do with how a movie is good or bad, but I have some different opinions from the average person watching this movie. God, I sounded like such a fucking asshole. But everyone has different opinions. But anyway, Murder Mystery is an acceptable movie. I don't really have a good history of watching Netflix original movies, but this one was surprisingly okay and one of the better films that Netflix made. I didn't like Bird Box. I didn't like the Ted Bundy movie. I hated Triple Frontier, and I didn't really like Roma. Yes, Roma is an Academy Award winner, but it was really too long. It was too long, a little boring, but the cinematography was excellent and really beautiful. But Murder Mystery is one of the better films that I saw on Netflix. Probably the best one I saw so far. And be mad all you want against me if Roma is better or another Netflix movie is better than Murder Mystery. I have not watched all of them, but it is an acceptable movie. Basically, Murder Mystery is a parody of Agatha Christie's books, and for some people this might be a good thing or a bad thing. For me, I enjoyed it. I laughed while watching this movie. It's really entertaining, it's a fun ride, but some people might hate it, or they love Agatha Christie so much that seeing a movie make a parody out of it or making fun of it is like insulting to them. But you could see this as something good or bad. It depends on what type of person you are. But I liked that they made a parody of Agatha Christie's books and also the movies that they made about it. But Murder Mysteries, like I said, is a fun ride, but there is some flaws about this movie. But what I liked, the chemistry between Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. It's not their first movie together, maybe it's the third or fourth, I don't know, but they were really good together. Adam Sandler was really funny in that movie. I laughed a lot. And it's just a fun ride. And yes, it is a little bit predictable when you really concentrate on the movie, like analyzing stuff. It's going to be predictable for you. And also, don't watch the trailer before watching this movie because there is a spoiler in the trailer. And at the end of the movie, when you get to that part that was shown in the trailer, you already know how it will end, and it just ruins the moment, the experience for watching the movie. I like the chemistry between Adam Sandler. I laughed a lot. It's a really funny movie. It's a movie you can watch if you have nothing to do on a Friday night or just don't know what to watch on Netflix. Watch this movie. You will not be disappointed if you want to have a blast or a good time watching a movie. And I just liked that they made a parody of Agatha Christie. I repeated this multiple times. But yeah, those are the things I liked about Murder Mystery. But now let's get to the things I did not like about this movie. First of all, there's a scene when Jennifer Aniston's character Audrey is working as a hairdresser, and and Nick, Adam Sandler's character, is a police officer, but he tells Audrey that he's a detective, but he failed 3 times detective exams to be a detective. So he lied for many years to his wife being a detective, but he's just an NYPD officer. But there's this scene with Audrey working at her job being a hairdresser that I just did not like. Some of the dialogue was really bad, but this one was the worst. Like, literally, one of the actresses in that scene got paid to say eggplant emoji and donut emoji multiple fucking times. Like, that was not funny. Everyone knows when you say this what it means, and then you see a random girl in that scene, eggplant and oh no, eggplant and donut emoji is penis and vagina. Oh, like, it's so obvious, and they tried to make her reaction like funny for the movie, but that was just cringy. We already know what it is, and just repeating, oh, Drew sent him the eggplant, donut, emoji. Like, she got paid to say those dumb lines. At least you got your coin. But also, there's a part in the movie, like, they talk about men being dumb. They don't know what women want. Like, they're dumb, and it's kind of true, but now they're putting SJW bullshit. Like in Dark Phoenix, well, in this movie, it's less and less worse than what Dark Phoenix did. Like, they say in the movie, oh, do you know why they put some posters or signs of washing your hands in public bathrooms? It's only for men, because men don't know what to do. Like, it's only for men. Men are fucking retarded. Men have autistic issues. Men are fucking stupid. So that's why we put wash your hands in public bathroom. It's not for women. Women, we have a high IQ of 1000%. We are super intellectual people. But men, they have to read a sign to wash their hands. They are so fucking retarded. Like, that's what I got. I might be over exaggerating, but that's what I got from that part. Oh, man, it's only for men. No, there are women that are fucking stupid also, and disgusting, that don't wash their hands after doing a number 1 or number 2. And they try to make this funny and have a social justice warrior touch to it, but I just didn't really like it. And yeah, that part was really bad. Also, something that I thought after watching it 2 times, it didn't really matter to have in the movie. Like in every typical romantic comedies, the man in the relationship lies to the woman. The woman finds out the truth. She gets mad. He gets mad and insults her. He already feels bad. She gets mad. She leaves him. They are separated. The man finds a plan to get back the woman, and then they get back together. It's in almost every romantic comedy movie. And this is not a romantic comedy. It's like a murder, mystery comedy. It's just a comedy movie. But they tried to put this romantic comedy touch into it, but it just didn't feel necessary to put in the movie, because they are only separated for less than 5 minutes in the movie. Like, they get separated because Audrey finds the truth. She leaves. Then she leaves with Christopher. But then Nick, Adam Sandler, just came up with a fucking brilliant plan in like 3 seconds. And he follows one of the other guests that possibly murdered the person, the old man that is murdered in the yacht. And they are coincidentally in the same room again. Like, it wasn't really necessary to separate them. Yes, he lied to her, but they could have done something else, like why separate the main characters for less than 5 minutes? To me, this was a little useless, but yeah, that's something I didn't like. It's not one of those big things I did not like. It's a flaw, but I still enjoyed a little the movie. But one of the main things I didn't like about Murder Mystery is how rushed the ending was. How it was so rushed and so fast. I think this movie could have been 30 minutes longer, everything was so rushed. Like, oh no, we can't make a 2-hour comedy movie. It has to be an hour and 30 minutes. Like, it felt really rushed. Like they find out who is the murderer on the yacht, but almost everyone on the yacht is dead. Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston just witness many people dying, getting killed, and they just leave like nothing happened. And oh, since you've helped me find the murderer, Danny Boone's character, the detective, since you've helped me find the murderer, I'm gonna talk to your big boss in New York to recommend you to be a detective. And then super fast like that, super rush, they pay them a trip to thank them for what they did, and it was just so rushed. Like, and they're like, oh, our honeymoon was fun. Even though we saw multiple people dying, it was a good time and I had fun. Like, yes, I know it's a comedy movie, it's comedy, but it was so rushed. You saw multiple people dying, you find out who was the murderer, you were framed for a murder that you have not committed, and after being falsely framed, seeing multiple people dying, almost getting killed multiple times, you just leave saying, oh, despite the people dying, it was really fun. I had a great time. Like, I know it's comedy and that's what Adam Sandler does in his movies, but I just didn't like how fast and rushed this ending was. Like, oh, we're just gonna end it like that. We're just gonna end it like that. He's dead. He automatically becomes a detective just for finding the murderer, and bing bang boof, you're going to another trip, and you saw multiple people dying, but who cares? You had fun, right? So those were the main things I did not like about Murder Mystery. Some scenes and dialogue that were really bad and cringy. The hairdresser part. The useless and unnecessary typical romantic comedy separation segment, and the ending that was so rushed. And I knew this movie wasn't going to be great, but I really had a fun time watching the movie. I laughed a lot. It's a comedy movie. I really like the chemistry between Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston. I liked the movie, half of it, but the other half with the rushed ending, the typical useless shit, and some of the jokes and dialogue that were not funny, it makes me not like a part of the movie. But I had a good time watching it. I recommend it to you if you don't have anything to do. Even though there are some big flaws, in my opinion, in this movie, I'm gonna give Murder Mystery a 5.5 out of 10. Half of it is good, half of it is bad, but you get a good time watching it. And on Rotten Tomatoes, it has 40%, and it should be minimum 48%, max 57, 58. Like, it's not horrible, it's not a bad movie, it's okay. There's some positive things, some good things in this movie, but there are some flaws in this movie too. And it's 50-50 for me. There were some really good parts and really bad parts in this movie. So that is why it's obvious for me that it is a 5.5 out of 10. Why 0.5? Well, there's a little more things that I like, but there are still bad things in this movie. So let me know what you thought about this movie. If you have watched it, do you like murder mystery? Do you not like murder mystery? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you want me to do more movie reviews on my YouTube channel, let me know in the comments down below also, or by liking the video. But I am going to end this video. Be ready for another video about murder mystery, about my experience working on it for 2 days. But thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on my social medias that will be in the description down below, and you can turn on the bell for notifications when I post. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.